What's up, guys? I'm Justin. I'm here with my close personal friend, Mitch.
Hi.
Mitch, you are reviewing this game that we're taking a look at right now. It's called Fates Forever.
That's true.
You're reviewing it for ign.com.
Yes.
So first of all, it should be hopefully pretty apparent to people what kind of game this is, but in case someone's a big old dummy, why don't you talk about what kind of game Fates Forever
I would
is?
say you're a dummy if you don't know what a MOBA is, but a multiplayer online battle arena game is a strategy game where I control one character, Justin, and other teammates control others, and they're each uniquely capable. They have different skills.
Yeah.
And you just push down these lanes. There are two lanes, top and bottom. I'm
So,
more running
yeah,
on
and
the
you have a
bottom.
map
And you
up
knock
on the
down
top.
these towers.
Yeah. So
Enemy towers. Not mine.
MOBAs
Don't knock
are
them.
obviously becoming a bigger and bigger deal. They're on consoles, they're on PC, but Fates Forever, what separates this from a lot of the other MOBAs is that it is only on tablets.
Yes, iPad specifically right now.
Yep, and
maybe more to come.
Yeah, so right now we're playing on an iPad. It's an
Yep.
iPad exclusive MOBA. They bill it as the first iPad exclusive MOBA, which isn't strictly true.
It
but
came after Solstice Arena, which was good, but I actually think Fates Forever is stronger in a lot of ways.
So obviously we're seeing that there's sort of key differences from a game like Dota or
Yep.
League of Legends. It's 3-on-3
Yep.
instead of 5-on-5.
It's scaled down, but actually I think it's really good because of it. It doesn't feel like it's limited in any way.
3-on-3 instead of 5-on-5, and there's 2 lanes instead of 3 lanes, and there is kind of a jungle in the middle that we're gonna get to in a second. And all your abilities, the readers at home, or viewers at home rather, can't.
How are you reading this?
How are you reading this video? All your skills are activated through sort of super clever touch gestures.
Yeah, like I'm just.
So here, I know you're playing to win, but the next time you actually get an ability, let's just slow it down.
In 3 seconds, I'm gonna click on the ability in the top left.
So you actually click on the ability, and that brings up sort of a circle, and then you drag that circle.
Drag this circle
where
I
you want to drop your
let's
sort
throw
of
it
crazy
at her.
bomb.
Close. Let's throw these at. Oh no, I wasn't close enough. I'm gonna take her down.
And so it is all super sort of clever gesture controls, and that's what you're reviewing this for IGN, but I played quite a bit of it too, and I also
fans.
like it.
We like it quite a bit. Controls feel good. The skills feel good.
You have your sort of equipment down in the bottom, your sort of items down in the bottom left.
Yeah, I like the interface a lot. It doesn't ever feel like it's in the way.
So Fates Forever has been out for a couple weeks now. It went live. We've been playing it, and the review is coming up.
Yes.
So users can download this from the App Store right now.
Free to play.
Yep, it's free to play, but you can buy some of the heroes, and then after we've showed off a little bit more of this bot match, we'll probably back out to the hero menu.
Yes.
Mitch, what would you say is your favorite thing about Fates Forever?
I really love that it doesn't feel like a cheap MOBA at all. It doesn't feel like it's trying to copy and paste what League of Legends is doing and then just putting it on an iPad.
So there are League of Legends, like there is grass right at the top, by the way, so you can hide in the grass.
Yep.
That's sort of a League thing.
Yeah, it's very clearly and unabashedly influenced by League of Legends.
It does strike a middle ground between, obviously it's far more casual and easy to pick up. Matches are about 15 to 20 minutes compared to Dota or League.
Yeah, they're much faster.
But it is quite a bit more complex than than a game like Solstice Arena or some of the other quote-unquote casual MOBAs, because there is last hitting.
Yes. So you have to get the last hit on an enemy minion here to get the gold.
Yep. There is last hitting, and matches do sort of have a tendency to sort of snowball, and your abilities are skill-based, right? So even though it's with a touch screen, not this particular rock and roll bird that we're using right now, but another character has like his ultimate actually can easily miss, and so you need to sort of use your skills to make sure that your abilities all hit.
I just missed that one.
And even the fact that there's minions at all, some of the more casual MOBAs do away with that entirely and just focus on sort of the hero rolling. So it's worth pointing out that you're tearing it up right now because we're playing a bot. We're playing a bot, man.
Crushing these robots. Also, this bird is super OP.
Yeah. So there may or may not be some hero balance elements coming out. So you've sort of covered off on your favorite part of the game. What would you say you like least about Fates Forever?
So I think the pay scheme is really weird in this game. The pricing.
Oh, the pricing.
The way the pricing works in these characters. We can get into that later. But it's free to play, so they rotate characters in and out. So 1 week you might have the bird for free, 1 week it might be somebody else.
That's pretty common.
Sure, but the way you pay for them doesn't really make sense to me. There's no correlation between, hey, this character is way more expensive than another one.
Yeah, so all the characters are supposedly balanced, or hopefully that they're intended to be relatively balanced.
Yeah.
But one character will just cost like 5 times as much as another, and it's like, well, why?
Right.
Why would you do that?
Like,
it doesn't seem that there's no kind of rhyme or reason to it.
And in theory, you can unlock everything by just playing the game over time.
Yeah. So,
but some of them take like an insane amount of time.
Just like League, it's very slow. Yeah, you can technically unlock everyone for free, but realistically, that's not super plausible.
Yeah.
And they do have a starter pack, or I actually don't know if the starter pack's still on, but
Yeah, I think it's gone now.
when the game launched, they had a starter pack where you could buy every hero for 20 points.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of the equivalent of buying everything in the game.
Yes.
Mitch, I know you want to tear up these bots, but maybe we should hop back
Yeah,
out to the
I've
menu.
actually never quit a game. I don't know how to do that.
Ooh.
Where do we go? Do we just have to quit the app?
That's actually...
I've never had to quit. Oh, that's a brilliant mechanic. You just can't quit.
Well, I mean, in a multiplayer setting, that makes
It's
total
great.
sense.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quit out
Wow.
of the app, and then we're just gonna load up.
How
Fates Forever
funny.
Again. That's really good. I love that. Where is it? Here it is. We found it. Yeah, so we'll take a look at the characters.
Is it just you're
Did
like, no.
I think I broke it. There we
You're
go. No,
stuck
we're good.
playing
we're
this
good.
match forever.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at the characters. Justin, you paid $20?
I did buy the $20 starter pack, so it gives you every character that's out right now, and then there's 4 characters that are going to be released soon, and it gives you
Yes.
access to those 4
Yes.
as well.
So that's a lot of characters. for
Without
20
that
bucks.
starter pack, it's those characters are probably about...
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Man! We literally can't quit. All right, so I guess we're stuck in this game.
No, wait, go back into the shop.
There's got to be a quit menu, right?
All right,
That's
all right,
really
all right, all
funny.
right, all right.
That's really
No,
funny.
here's what we're going to do. Here's
Yeah.
what we're going to do. We're going to kill the app,
Yeah.
and then we're going to hop back in.
All right. I thought we did that. Maybe not.
No, we just closed the app and reopened it.
Oh, okay. That was my mistake then.
So, you've sort of
I think it's going to put us back in, man.
No, you've talked about what you like the most, and you've talked about
Yeah.
what you like the least.
Yes.
What are some of the other, when the review is up on IGN.com,
Yeah.
what are the pros and cons?
So we talk about the rotating cast of heroes. All right, we're just gonna commit to this. I love that you get free heroes like every week you log in. It's like, oh, this Frog Knight wasn't available last week. They
Yeah.
rotated out the Bird who I liked.
Yeah.
But I got new characters for free, so you can just keep playing. And you can try new heroes every week.
Super
And then-
easy to play for free. You're not a
Totally.
second-class citizen. There's no,
It doesn't
there's
feel-
no like paying players have no gameplay advantage over anybody else. It's just
Yeah.
like League in that the only thing you're buying are access to the characters.
Yeah,
themselves.
and it doesn't feel exploitative in any way to me.
And that's totally worth. I just want to really underscore that because mobile gaming gets a bad rap, right?
It does,
Like,
yeah.
so-
Free to play. I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, so this is set up just like it's not as generous as Dota, where all the characters are free,
Sure.
and you're just buying silly hats for them.
Silly?
Well, okay, you're buying awesome hats. for
Thank
them.
you.
But you can play this game for free. You your skills aren't weaker. You
Yeah.
don't have access to fewer potions or cooldowns or anything like that. There's no gameplay benefit at all to what you buy and don't buy, and that's totally a great benefit.
Yeah, and I like these characters a lot, and I think that they each kind of contribute to the small-scale strategy of this. It's 3v3. It's smaller than you're used to with League of Legends or Dota or
Yep.
most big general traditional MOBAs.
Yep.
So the map is smaller. It's 2 lanes, but I actually think it works because you're thinking about things in a different
You're
way.
gonna capture the shrine.
Are we gonna? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna.
So,
spend some time here.
it's interesting that small scale strategy that you bring up because the lanes are pretty close together, but there's still like travel time involved. So
Yeah.
there's totally like strategy and tactics even on a small screen, even on an iPad. Like if you see that all 3 of your opponents are pushing one lane, like you have to make a split-second decision. Like, are
Right.
you going to go defend or are you going to take advantage
Yep.
of the other lane being empty, and just try to counter push your base trade?
Yeah, and that's not like a new strategy. There's always more, characters that can handle the lane or more.
Yeah, but it's just
Problems.
interesting that they don't make that kind of sacrifice on
Yeah.
mobile. Like there's still
They commit to the core idea of like, hey, this makes interesting MOBA gameplay.
Yep. And I like that there's sort of once you get past the first couple towers, there is like an enemy suppressor, and then that sort of lets
Yeah.
you have stronger,
The
stronger
big
bots
mega
spawn.
minions.
The bots, even in the late game, they're not the bots, but the minions are always kind of a threat.
Yeah.
Like, you're never able to just like completely steamroll them. So, it is important to sort of protect your minions and get those last hits in.
Yeah. Something I wasn't so hot on is the jungle in here. Like, I just didn't feel like any of the characters felt like they had a jungle role.
Yep, so
There are
yeah, try
neutrals in
attacking
here. And I just don't know why I would spend my time fighting these guys when I could be pushing my lane or getting experience from the minions.
Yep.
It just felt like a waste of time.
I agree with that. The jungle is a little bit lackluster. They do have that shrine there that you
Yeah.
can capture to give you some bonuses. But in terms of the actual jungle creeps or jungle minions, yeah, I mean, I've never seen, and maybe the metagame's going to evolve over time, but I've never seen them be sort of a critical farming element of the
Yeah.
game. Like, you get almost just as much XP and gold just farming in your lane. So,
Yeah, and I would probably say more. Even if you're splitting it with somebody who's in the lane with you, you're probably getting more than a jungle would.
the jungle, I've seen good, like, team fights break out in the jungle, but in terms of that actually being a useful, sort of way to spend your time, yeah, I would agree. The jungle's a little bit meh.
Again, and it's the weird pricing element of this where you can spend, an hour playing and get enough in-game currency to buy a character and just have them forever.
Yep.
Or you might have to spend 10 times that to get the currency to buy somebody who you don't know why they're worth 10 times more.
Yeah, for sure. Right on. So you're actually trying to rush back to base right now.
I am. We got problems.
You
in
can
this
port
top
back
lane,
to base, you know.
I could. I thought maybe they would run away and I would catch them off guard.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it
that's
did not
true.
go as planned.
So, Mitch, what score are you giving Fates Forever?
I gave Fates Forever a 7.5.
7.5 is
Very
good
good.
on the IGN scale. Good, getting close to great. Didn't quite, you know, make it up to that great title, but
Yeah, obviously it's not as super polished as you would expect from most of these kinds of games, but it's still great. I think there's a lot of greatness in it.
Yep.
But you know, the pricing stuff is really weird to me. It's not like a huge factor for why it's a
and it's
bad
still
game,
better than it, you know, feeling like if you pay for free, you're a second. You play for free, you're a second classes. So
yeah, I think, and the characters are great. Like I love playing as all of these characters. And I think they're super fun.
I think the art's gorgeous. I think that I like the simplifications that they did make, but then they didn't, like, there's still a complex item shop, so it's like, I feel like they simplified in intelligent ways. We're like, look, there's still going to be last hitting, you know, you're still going to need to farm effectively, they still have a very elaborate item shop, but then they did simplify, you know, in other smarter ways. I like that the matches are about 15 to 20 minutes. That fits into my life right now, and it sort of seems to make sense for a mobile
Yeah,
MOBA.
I wouldn't want to spend the 40, 60 minutes it takes me to play through a Dota match on an iPad at all.
And I like the gestural controls a lot. Like, you know, I like
You
that
can drag, you can tap.
Yeah, I like that, you know, the ultimates and all that are still skill-based, but, you know, it's not so sort of hardcore that it's impossible for someone to just sort of hop in and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is Fates Forever. If you do download this game and give it a shot, add Mitch and I. Are you Mitchy D?
I'm Mitchy D.
I'm Error Justin. So, you know, we're always looking for solid Fates Forever teammates, and, you know, we'll team up and take down some schmoes.
Smash some fools with this angry bird.
Mitch, thank you for taking a look at Fates Forever with me.
Thank you, sir.
And
Always
everyone
a
at
pleasure.
home, remember that for all things MOBAs and for all the hottest mobile games, you can keep it locked to IGN.